Yo, what's up, Breaker fans? This is Raphael from C Manga, and I'm here to give you a review of the Breaker New Wave Chapter 109. So yeah, this is pretty much an aftermath chapter. So sorry guys for anyone who's looking for more action. There's none in this one. Yeah, well, unless you want to see Chung-Hyuk punch a tree in two, but yeah, that's pretty much the only action you're getting today. Other than that, it pretty much wraps up everything the last few chapters were about. We see that Elder Jung is definitely dead. There was like a memorial picture for him in this chapter, and we see the elders of the Sun-Woo clan discussing like the situation, that Shi-Woon's been put in a detention center. So yeah, he's been put in prison after the SWAT turn up at his school to, basically arrest the people there where the explosion was. And yeah, so basically they're very depressed about that because obviously their Gaiju is being captured, and the fact that it seems like LJ John died for nothing, and they feel kind of a lot of remorse for this situation because it seems like the same thing is happening again with how Lady Solsu has disappeared, or not disappeared, but left the Sun-Woo clan to tend to other business, and now the Sun-Woo clan once again currently has no elder to basically lead it. So yeah, they're upset about that. But yeah, as I was saying about Chung-Hyuk, we see him. I haven't actually seen him for a while, so I nearly forgot his name. But he basically is demonstrating a technique from his clan, and he is basically called the long lost martial arts fierce tiger strike. And he's showing this to another clan. Basically, I think it's like the Murim right now. All the clans are kind of like coming to some sort of agreement or something like that. And as you know, the Sun clan is basically the outsider because they refuse to cooperate with the Murim, and they're not really interested. So everyone's kind of frowning on them while everyone else is collaborating with each other and things like that. So in this, after he finished the demonstrating that to the other clan, with one of his I'd say servants or whatever, it was basically discussing with him about the whole isn't it kind of disgraceful to use your own techniques in front of another clan, things like that. And then later we see the servant brings up to Chung-Hyuk that Shi-Woon became the new Gaiju for Sun-Woo clan, which he didn't know, and everyone knows him as the Nine Arch Dragon, so they're thinking that's crazy for them to do that, and that's just making the situation worse in the Mirim War. Also, they find out that, well, it was misguided information, but he basically tells Chung-Hyuk that both Elder from the Sun-Woo clan and the Gaiju was killed, and they're like, well, he was really surprised about that. And we see that Jung-chan was also surprised because we go to another scene of him in a car with Jae-gal and basically saying the same thing, that Shi-Woon has been killed, and because the analysis of his body showed that he was really badly beaten in terms of he was internally bleeding, everything, all kinds of injuries was inflicted on his body. So they confirmed it as dead, but Jung Chan wasn't really interested in that. He was thinking, is it really? Are you sure? Like, I don't believe he is dead. And Jae-gal's like, you know what? Even if he isn't, does it really matter? He's saying this is basically crippled the Sun-Woo clan, scene as their Gaiju is now in a detention center. And yeah, so we also see Jin-Lee shouting with Sarah Kang on the phone. She's basically begging her to help her find a way to find Shi-Woon, because obviously she's really distressed about the situation. And Sarah Kang basically tells us like there's nothing we can really do in this situation, as we see. It's basically out of their hands because it's crossed the Murim world's laws, as it's gone into the real world laws, that the police have taken him away. There's nothing they can physically do about it. And so she tells them, I know you're upset about it, but it's all right to cry when you when you're feeling like this. So yeah, we see this other guy, and it wasn't really interesting. He was guessing another mirror. He was talking to what I assume is the school president or school principal or whatever, and he's basically asking about the situation, like what was going on, and you would have to see it, so I'm not going to go into that. But what was interesting was later on we see we near the end we hear this guy talking to someone in the detention center that we were told that Shi-Woon went to. So everyone was basically, when they saw him come in, they thought he was dead and that he should have gone straight to the morgue, and that's what the guy told him. But we find out it's like when we go in, it's like he said his organs were failing, his spine, all bones were fractured and broken. He was internally bleeding. He was a mess when he arrived in there. He looked like a corpse. But they say that he woke up fine just this morning, and I was like, damn, like he doesn't look like he got beaten up that much. Like he's fully healed and up and awake. So that was surprising, because I actually forgot that. I think it was either at the early chapters of this season, or it was in the original Breaker, they did mention that Shi-Woon has a very fast rate of healing. And basically, they've brought that up again. Shi-Woon's already healed, but he looks very, very upset and distant looking right now. So I'm guessing he's obviously mourning about Elder-Jan, and the whole situation, is really depressing for him. So I don't blame him. But yeah, Shi-Woon's fine, as we know, but Elder-Jan is dead. So yeah, that's all the chapter was. It wrapped up everything. Some people were informed about the situation, like Jung-Chan and Chung-Hook, who didn't know what was going on with the SEC at Shi-Woon school. So it was basically everyone was getting informed. The Sun-Woo clan is pretty much in a mess right now, because not only they've lost Elder-Jan, their Gaiju is gone, and they don't know what to do next, seeing as they can't obviously break him out of there. And it's basically the aftermath, and one side kind of won and the other side is basically lost. So all I guess now is, where do they proceed from there? Are they going to get Shi-Woon out, or I really don't know. It's just so weird. He's in prison now, and as I said, because the mirror world and the real world abide by two different laws, they never cross each other over. So either he'll break up himself, or someone's going to go in and break him out, or maybe they'll just release him. I know it's a stupid theory, but we'll just have to wait and see. But either way, the chapter was really good, even if there wasn't that much action. But one thing I could say, I think how Elder-Jan's death was handled, I was a bit disappointed that they just kind of showed a picture. It was kind of good, but at the same time, it's like we see the last chapter, like he was healing him, there was all fighting and everything, and then it kind of just jumped to this, like we kind of missed something in between. I guess obviously that's a behind the scenes kind of thing. We're not meant to see it. It's left to the user's imagination what happened. But it would have been nice, like, to see his actual final moments. It would kind of be more respectful for him. But I guess that was kind of showcased in the earlier chapters when we originally thought he was dead. But either way, I would have liked to seen him again one last time. But yeah, well, it's been done, so can't really complain. But yeah, good chapter. I can't wait for the next one. But I'm going to stop rambling. I'll ask you what you guys think. Also, one more thing. What do you think Shi-Woon's power level is going to be like now? Is his key center fully healed, and will it continue to grow? Because anything like that, I just really want to hear what you guys got to say. So yeah, leave a comment or voice your opinion if you like this chapter and what you expecting next. And also leave us a like, because it helps us out and the series out. And subscribe for more content in the channel. And I'll speak to you guys next time.